G'day guys, welcome back. I set myself a challenge in 2025 and I wanted to learn something new. One of those things I did was starting up YouTube, so learning lots of new things there. But in typical fashion, I get distracted pretty easy, especially by shiny things. Hence the name of this channel, Half Done Side Quests, because I get distracted easily. And I figured why not try and teach myself some basic robotics. It's something I've always been fascinated by, but I don't have any experience. So yeah, why not just try and bite off more than I can chew as always, and just jump in and start hacking away. So I went onto my favorite place, AliExpress, not sponsored, although it would be nice the amount of money I've spent on there. And I found this tank chassis. It was about 110 Australian dollars, I think, so it'd be well under 100 US dollars. And it was the best that I could find in the cheap but good category. It feels pretty good on first impressions. It's all metal, pretty solid, about 2.5 mil thickness, so it's pretty sturdy. But it most likely will be Chinesium, so don't go and sit on it because it probably will bend then. But other than that, it feels pretty good on first impressions. The tracks are all plastic. They feel a little bit like a Lego track if you ever had those as a kid, the excavators. And it comes with a couple of 12-volt motors as well. I don't know how good they'll be, but we'll start with them anyway, and because I'm most likely going to burn them out at some point, so I'll replace them later on with something a bit better. Pretty straightforward to set up. There's heaps of mounting points and everything all over the top and the front and so on. So this will be perfect. I've got some big plans for what I would like to do, but it might take me a while to get there. In my typical fashion, I get ideas pop up in my head at stupid hours at night, and then I have to get up and write them down on a whiteboard or write them down on my phone. But I'd like to combine some of the previous things I've done with computer vision and YOLO on the Raspberry Pi. So I'd like to put a camera on the front, perhaps with a PTZ, so I can move that around independently, like a tank. See if I can do some object detection, and maybe I'll stick a Pixhawk on the top and see if I can do some autonomous missions. I think that would be pretty cool. My end goal, which might take me a couple of years, is to try and make an automated lawnmower. So whatever I learn from this, I'll use on that next project. So yeah, if you'd like to follow along the journey with me, then stick around. But for now, let's have a look at how I built this. All right, let's have a look at what we got in the package then. It's pretty heavy, to be honest. The brand is that Xiao Geek? I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a Chinese word. I probably butchered the pronunciation. But anyway, what do we have in the box? So we have some paperwork in Chinese, which I can't read, so don't need that. Got some instructions, and they look pretty comprehensive actually. So lots of pictures and some words. There's Chinese on one side and English on the other. Today I feel like using the English instructions. Then we have the first piece of plate. Feels pretty solid. Doesn't feel like I can bend it. And what do we have? So we've got a bag of nuts and bolts, spacers and so on. They even gave us a screwdriver. I don't think I'll need that. I'll use one of my own ones anyway. Then we have a couple of sets of tracks. These don't feel too bad. They're definitely plastic. They're not rubber in any way. They're definitely plastic. Feels a little bit like a Lego track, I guess. Yeah, that looks all right. So I've got a couple of those. That's down here. Then we have the wheels that the tracks roll over. These have got bearings on them. That one doesn't feel particularly great. That one's a bit better. Again, the black part of these is plastic. And I'll show you. The black part is plastic and there's a bearing in the middle. So we've got a bunch of those. Then we have 2 motors here. I noticed in some of the reviews they mentioned that the cabling is quite thin, and it definitely feels that way. I thought the gauge would have been slightly bigger. And there's not that many strands of wire in it, if you can see. So we'll see how we go. If it doesn't work, then I'll just nip these off here and stick on some thicker gauge wire, but we'll see how we go. And then we just have the rest of the chassis in here. Got a static bag with the drive wheels by the look of it. And then we have the frame, and I think that's it. It's just foam in the bottom of the box, so we've got all the different pieces. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I'll do a time lapse now of putting this together because I think it might take a while. So there we have it, one finished tank chassis. Pretty easy. It took me about 20 to 30 minutes. Nothing was that hard in the instructions. All of the pieces of the chassis, they're all unique. So if you can't quite figure it out, just look at some of the other pictures from different angles and you'll see where they go. But it's very straightforward. Yeah, just be careful with the screws. They're a little bit soft, so don't over tighten them. A couple of things that the instructions didn't point out, but I would like to point them out because hopefully that will help the next person. When you go to fit the tracks, they're quite tight, and because they're plastic, you don't want to pull them too much because you'll either bust the tracks or you'll break off the teeth on the inside. So this top wheel here, when you're looking at it like that, this top wheel, that's actually in a channel. It's not in a hole, so it's in a channel. So what you can do is you can loosen off that bolt here, slide it down, and that'll give you enough slack to get the tracks over it, and then you just push it back and tighten it back up again. And you just got to make sure that the teeth on the tracks as well. So on these black wheels, they sit inside that channel of teeth, but with the drive wheel, the teeth sit inside the wheel, if that makes sense. So you have to make sure you get those the right way around. But other than that, I'm pretty impressed. There's lots of opportunity for this. So I guess let's see if the motors work, shall we? That'll be the cool thing. So I have a old knackered 12-volt battery. It's the only thing I've got to hand that's 12-volt and easy to wire up. So the motors might not spin particularly well, but we'll give it a go anyway. So they're a little bit tangled. So let's do this one. There we go, that's pretty good. And let's do the other side. There we go, I'm pretty happy with that. So the next thing I need to buy is a power supply. A battery and probably a speed controller for motors. But yeah, if you'd like to join the journey and see how I butcher this, stick around. It should be good. Thanks all.